The blood money? In the bustling city of Lagos, Michael Adams, a 29-year-old graduate of business administration, had grown weary of poverty. After graduating with a second-class upper from the University of Lagos, he had hoped for a bright future, but 5 years later, the future looked dim. He lived in a cramped one-room apartment in Agege, constantly battling the noise, heat, and mosquitoes. He had applied to over 50 companies but was always told the same thing: "We'll get back to you." He survived doing odd jobs, courier delivery, betting, freelance errands, and sometimes helping his aunt at her food canteen. His girlfriend, Sandra, once loving and supportive, had recently started dating a real estate agent who drove a Lexus and posted photos in Banana Island lounges. "I'm tired, Mike," she had told him during their last conversation. "You have no direction." The words cut deeper than he showed. Before we continue, please like, comment, share, and follow for more stories. Everything changed when Michael ran into Richard Moore, his old university roommate, at a car wash in Ikeja. Richard had been an average student back in the day, known more for partying than anything academic. But now, Richard wore a gold wristwatch that shimmered in the sun, stepped out of a 2021 Toyota Prado, and had 2 iPhones in his hands. His skin glowed, his clothes were designer, and he spoke with a newfound confidence. "Mike, you still dey hustle?" Richard asked, shaking his head with mock sympathy. "You're too smart for this kind life, bro. Man must upgrade." Michael laughed bitterly. "It's not like I've not tried." Richard looked around, then leaned in. "There are other ways to make it, but not everyone has the heart." Michael raised a brow. "What do you mean?" Richard smiled coldly. "There's a place, a man. He helps people rise, but you must be ready to pay the price. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and follow me for more stories." 2 days later, curiosity and desperation led Michael to accompany Richard to Ogbomosho, in Oyo State. Deep in the outskirts, after passing abandoned farms and broken roads, they arrived at a mud house surrounded by eerie silence. Inside was Baba Kofi, a slender, grey-bearded man with piercing eyes. He sat cross-legged on a leopard skin, smoking a pipe filled with herbs. "You seek wealth," Baba Kofi said before Michael could speak, "but your heart is soft. That must change." He handed Michael a red calabash with markings and instructed him to pour a chicken's blood into it. Michael hesitated, but Richard whispered, "Do it." "I did. Now see me." The blood money ritual was simple but chilling. Michael was told he would begin to see money within 7 days. But, Baba Kofi warned, every year, on this same date, you must sacrifice a life. It could be stranger or blood, but someone must die. Michael paused. "What if I stop?" "Then all the wealth shall turn to dust, and your soul will rot in poverty until you die." Before we continue, please like, comment, share, and follow me for more stories. True to the promise, Michael's life transformed. Within a week, he received a random call from an old uncle in Canada offering him $15,000 to help him purchase a house in Lekki. A few days later, a crypto investment he had abandoned suddenly tripled in value. Then came a job offer from a Dubai-based construction firm. Michael moved into an apartment in Lekki, Phase 1, bought a Benz, and lived a soft life. He dated models, attended exclusive parties, and had Instagram influencers calling him Boss Mike. Nobody asked questions. In Lagos, people respected money, not its origin. Every year, Michael traveled to Ghana, Cameroon, or Jos, somewhere far to perform the required sacrifice. Once it was a stranger, once it was a prostitute, another time it was an old man who begged him for money at Ojota. The wealth grew. He opened a nightclub in Victoria Island and a real estate firm in Abuja. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and follow me for more stories before we continue. But Michael began to change. He couldn't sleep without the lights on. He heard voices whispering at night. Sometimes, blood poured from the walls in his dreams. His hands felt cold even under the sun. One day, he found Richard crying in his Ikoyi mansion. "I can't do it anymore, Mike," he said. "Last year I killed my cousin. This year, my sister is the chosen one." Michael told him to man up. But that night, Richard shot himself in the head. Michael tried to stop, but the spirits wouldn't let him. His business partners began to die mysteriously. His cars crashed without reason. His mother died in her sleep, and Baba Kofi's voice echoed in his head. If you stop, your soul rots in poverty and pain. Forever. Please like, comment, share, and follow me for more stories. On the 5th anniversary of his initiation, Michael packed a bag full of money and ran to London. He stayed in a hotel, hoping the spirits wouldn't find him outside Nigeria. But on the night of the sacrifice, his hotel caught fire. While being rushed to the hospital, he saw Baba Kofi sitting in the back seat of the ambulance. "You cannot run," the old man whispered. Michael died that night. Doctors called it cardiac arrest. Back in Lagos, his properties were seized by the government for fraud-related activity. His mother's house was bulldozed, his burial was poorly attended, and his grave flooded after the first rain. Rumors spread, as they always do. Some said he was a ritualist. Others said it was just depression. But Richard and Michael became part of a legend whispered by boys in bars, warned by pastors in sermons, and shared in hushed tones by desperate youths. Moral of the story: in Nigeria, as in life, every shortcut has a hidden cost, and blood money always demands its due in blood. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and follow me for more stories. Bye for now.